Hello and welcome. This is a showing of the Tarot of the Nile, a tarot deck. The show was requested by Psyche W, so I finally got around to this. Oops, where am I? Hello, here I am. Excuse the smoking jack. No, it's not smoking. I don't smoke. And I'm not a vampire, but it is nice and comfy. It was a gift. It's not something that I would normally wear, but here we are. So I grabbed it. I see my clothes in the background again. Jeez. There, that's better. Kind of. Almost. I got most of the clothes out of there. But if you stick around to the end after the spread, then you can see some artwork that I've been working on, which is an attempt to put all of the 22 major arcana, archetypes, cards, whatever you want to call them, into one piece of art. So it's interesting to me, and you might find it interesting, but if you can make it that far, if not, that's cool. If you're interested, then let me know, and as time goes on, I can show it as I show decks. Just a little personal something added at the end. So here we go. Let's get to the majors. And I'll see you later. Okay, I think it's working. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021. Not sure why I'm saying that, but I wanted to show, I had shown this deck before by the same group of people, Brigh, I guess. The Black Tarot by Victoria Iva, whatever, Iva. And I said if anybody wanted to see one of the others, like in this case the Tarot of the Nile or the Lustrous Tarot or the African Tarot or, yeah, I got them all, Tarot of Marseille, the 2020 edition. Excuse me. So here it is. We'll look at the box. There's not much to look at. It's just a regular tuck box. And the book does have color pictures of the cards, which is impressive. Despite initially you think, well, it's just going to be old A.E. Waite's words in there because that's what it says. But when you go in, that's not what it is. I mean, it is, but it still has the pictures. And then each suit is, you know, like 2 per page, I think. So that's the book. And let me get this out of here. A regular deck of playing cards. And here is the backs of the cards. So definitely reversible, right? Yep. Got a beetle, a scarab beetle on there. Let's see. That's the full card. So I normally hold that up. Let's see if I can do that today. It's not so sunny, so this yellow that's predominant in a lot of these cards, at least here in the majors, is not so bright that it's all washed out. Let's see, can I put it right here? I think so. So there's all 22 of the cards, and I'll let that go for a little bit so you can look at them. Excuse the squeaky chair. Then I will pick them up and I guess zoom in while showing them one at a time. So let's pick them up. And at the end of all this, I'm going to have a little special segment, I don't know what to call it, where I show something I've been working on for the major arcana. I mean, it's not done. It's probably not the way it'll end up, and I may never finish it, you know, all of the above. But I wanted to share it as a part of this since I don't share very much anyway. So let's see. We got to zoom in without getting our hand in there. Too late for that. There we go. Got this little handy knob here for pulling on. This little thing's made out of 2 or 3 kinds of clay and copper. The bottom is that bizarre clay that gets as hard as, it's unbelievably hard, but it's not shaped well. It wasn't intended for that. It was supposed to slope, but they sloped in. But anyway, So here's the major arcana, again, for the Tarot of the Nile by Brigh, which is on Amazon for sure, but maybe you can order from their website. I'm not sure. There's the back again. Okay, let's put the Fool in there. I think it's bright enough, even though it's very cloudy outside. That's a Fool. There's the Magician. High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. Very Egyptian. Well, back in the day. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Also very Rider-Waite-Smith, kind of. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. Tower is a pyramid. The Star. Let's see this Moon. Well, that's okay. Moon. The Moon. The Sun. Not on a horse, but a cow. Or something. Judgment with an E. And the World. So that's the major arcana. I'll be back shortly with the wands. Welcome back. This is the suit of wands and the minor arcana for the Tarot of the Nile, in case somehow you managed to start at this point so you know what it is. From Brigh, I guess. Anyway, that's the book. So I'll let you look at this for a bit, and then we'll put them one at a time into the little container. I noticed they're kind of dark here, but hopefully they show up much better in the when I flip through them one at a time. So let's pick them up. And then get the magic little container here. And zoom in. Getting closer at this. Sorry about the wobbles, but anytime you do too much movement when you're zoomed in, that's the way it is. Ace of Wands. A little dark over there, but it is dark over there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. So that was the suit of wands, and I'll be back with the cups. Okay, here we are. I'm back with the, in case you tuned in at this point, Tarot of the Nile. This is the suit of cups. So there are the cups. I see the little frill around the outside has a different color for each suit. I didn't see that, notice that before. These are very green. Would have thought blue, but green is fine. Green's a nice color. So there are those. This one's a little washed out for some reason. It's getting a glare. So I'll let that go for a little bit. Then we'll pick them up and I'll show them one at a time, which is probably clearer to see than this way. I just have a personal preference for seeing them all beside each other. That's easier done in person than it is on a video. despite trying for almost 4 years now and being too stubborn to just give up. Anyway, here's the Ace of Cups. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, King. So that was the cups. I'll be right back with the swords. Okay, welcome back. Here we are with the Page of Swords, in case you're just watching somehow. This is these are the swords in the deck Tarot of the Nile. So we'll let that go for a little bit, and then I'll pick them up and we'll show them one at a time. Here we go. And here comes the thing. The Wabi Sabi deck shower. Okay, here we go. The Ace of Swords. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, the King. And I'll be right back with the Pentacles. Okay, here we are with the suit of Pentacles in the Minor Arcana from the Tarot deck, the Tarot of the Nile. In case somehow you just clicked on this, they're a little slanted. Sorry about that, but I'll let it go for a little bit, and then I'll show each card, flip through each card one at a time. So that's pretty good. There is a predominance of yellow shades in this deck, and most of those yellow shades are actually bright yellow. But that's okay. Yellow is a nice color, right? And here we go, so we can show them one at a time. And I will follow this with the spreads, a spread, not spreads. There might be a spread in the book. It's probably the Celtic cross, but I won't do that one. So here we go. This is the Ace of Pentacles. The 2. The 3. Notice there's no words on any of that's kind of nice. It's not unusual, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are almost verbatim RWS copies. 8, 9, which is also fine. 10. Page of Pentacles. Knight. Queen. Nice rabbit. And the King of Pentacles. And that was a show of the majors and minors for the Tarot of the Nile. And I'll be back shortly with what they would look like in a spread of some variety. So I'll be right back. Okay, this is the final little segment, which I added not too long ago, but I think it's a good thing to have. This is for the Tarot of the Nile. This is just a typical spread, and since the Nile is a river, what better than that old spread, which probably isn't that old, but seems old to me, where, you know, you're here, you're crossing over the river, and that's, you know, anyway, however you want to interpret it. I won't go into that. It's just to show the cards in a spread. So here we go. We got the Two of Swords. I think that's swords. Yep. And then we're crossing the bridge. I got the Queen of Cups. We're like midstream. We got the Chariot. That's good. That's good. We're about to come off the bridge. We maybe look down at this one, if I recall. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Here's the water flowing past, which is the Five of Swords, I believe. Those are swords. Then we're coming down off the bridge. We got the Three of Swords. A lot of swords here. And then maybe what's going to happen in the future is the Nine of Cups. I don't know. Just wanted to have a spread of some variety. And this is for a show of the deck called the Tarot of the Nile by Brigh. If that shows up, it might if I hold it steady. Let's just put it down and see. Yeah, that works pretty good. It's kind of getting blown around by the fan, but that's okay. So there we have the spread. And now that's it for the show of this deck. What I'm going to do next is share something I've been working on in terms of art, if I can call it that. So with that, I will say peace. If you're leaving now, go ahead. That's great. This was, by the way, this was requested by Psyche W. Back on a previous video. I still have one more deck to show, the Lustrous Tarot for Jennifer Bowles Witch House. If I got the channel's name wrong, sorry. But this one was for Psyche W, and of course it's for everyone. So with that, I will say peace. Okay, welcome back. And I'm still ensconced in blue velvet. Just kidding. But I want to warn you that the next part is not about the deck I just showed, the Tarot of the Nile, which was shown for Psyche W, who requested it. But this is some artwork that is tarot related. I just wondered what it would be like to have all the majors from a tarot deck in a different style in one piece. So I will go away and then come back, and here we go. Unfortunately, the cursor doesn't show up in this. So somewhere about halfway through, I figure out how to zoom in and scroll around, which makes it easier to see each little piece within the one piece. So anyway, here we go. Okay, I'm back with the, I forgot to type something. I'll just skip that part then. Let's see, can I make this work? Looks like it's working. Get rid of the thumbnail there in the background. There we go. I guess it will track what I do back here in this other window. I just wanted to show something I've been working on for a few days, I guess. I don't know how long. And what it is I noticed that a lot of the artwork I've been doing, which is like digital collage, for lack of a better word, I guess that's the right word for it. Because you go to all these sites and there's always copyright-free photographs and illustrations and stuff that you can just download and use in your own art. So that's what I've been doing. Part of the pattern in the morning is to look at all that stuff, which is nice to do, right? So I found this illustration here, which is really like a room with mirrors. There's some broken, some old, some hung up. It's in this dome-like place, like a cathedral. So I thought, well, there seems to be 17, 18 now. I added this mirror here on the floor if the cursor's showing up. I hope so. But I'm not sure. But it's over here in the left hand, in the bottom corner. There's 3 statues emerging from a broken mirror that's laying on the floor. To the right of Medusa, the left of Medusa head there in the center of the floor. So that I'm thinking, I'm still working on that part of it. I'm thinking would be the Fool, like a Fool card. Not really a card per se, but that Fool archetype, for lack of a better word. But in this little mirror back here, you see a little tiny elephant, again to the far left, which could be strength and wisdom at the same time, I'm thinking. And there's an obvious one right beside it where it has male, female, 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 male, male, whatever it is, lovers. And then towards the middle, you've got the lady in the fancy dress. Now, a lot of these don't have this color when I find them originally. They've been changed, blended, redrawn, stretched, whatever it takes to get them into one of these mirrors. I'm thinking because the sash around her waist looks like water being poured, that she might be Temperance. That could change. The Fool could change. All this can change. But I'm just, sharing. And then this little tiny one where you see a black figure, a white figure with a black long fingers around it. I'm thinking that might be the devil. And then, of course, the centerpiece here, as it is in everything. This big cracked mirror with a dark shape in it and what appears to be rotting vegetable. I'm thinking this would be the death card, or just death, because you got beetles coming at it. I made a bunch of ants. There's several flies hanging out. Then you got all the mushrooms growing up out of the decay. You got fungus. You got rotting fruit. There's a worm right there, which is probably hard to see. Can I zoom in? Let's see. I think I can. Let's try zooming in. That might make this a little easier to talk about, huh? There we go. Hey, we're on it now. You can see the marching ants, the beetles, all these little critters help turn what could be viewed as decay, death, decomposition into new life. You see falling leaves there in the cracked mirror. And then emerging out of all that is a nice bright butterfly. So I'll stay zoomed in like this. Let's look at Medusa's head while we're here. Let's go back really quickly. There's where the Fool's coming out of these three. This is, I forget what this statue is with the curve jumping out, but that looks very foolish. This is kind of foolish. That was a statue of a man coming out of a sewer. And this, I think, is Shelley, the poet Shelley. Percy. Yeah. There's the elephant. Strength, wisdom. There's the lovers. There's Temperance. There's the devil. Try to make this centered. There's death again. So let's swing around this way. And yes, I'm not going to leave my head in there, but that's the Hermit. I just thought something about the shirt color I'm wearing, purple, and the background on the old wall in the house I lived in kind of made it look stained glass like. So I thought that was cool looking. I will probably take this older fellow's head here in the background and put it over top of mine. So let's keep going. Here's a cool one. I think she was listed as a magician or witch, whatever, but I would make it the Hierophant. Got the book, got the little case, got kind of the Odin eye. It looks like one eye has failed in some way. I'm not sure what to do with this little kid and the butterfly and the iridescent colors that come down his arm and up to his brain. I'm not sure what to call that or what to do with that. Here is the hanged person. You can see they're falling. And I think that's it for the mirrors. Let me look around real quick. Nope, I got several mirrors to go. But here in the dome of the cathedral-like place, there's the Empress. You can see her there. A little crown in the window. And this, I think, the sunflower with this, whatever you call those things that you blow on and the little seeds fly everywhere. That's the sun card, well, archetype. And then this is the moon, obviously. And the painting, the collage in the background is something Linda's allowing me to use. So I put that in there because I think it's appropriate. It could also be maybe tower. I don't know. I have to think about that. And then over here is the Emperor. And then his windows, what should be a scepter, but I couldn't fit it in there properly. So let's go back so we can look at the whole thing at once. But I'm liking where it's heading. I think it's not your typical depiction of these tarot cards, and it definitely has death right up front in the middle. Not that that should be that much of a downer, but it's right there in the middle, right up front, and this seems like the appropriate place. So that's where I am with this, and I just wanted to share that, and I will end that here and probably come back and say hello and goodbye and merge all these little pieces and parts together. So with that, I will say peace. Okay, just a reminder there, that was some artwork that I've been working on and on an iPad, Procreate with a pencil. I like that because it's still almost like the real thing because you have a pencil and you have to manually do stuff, but it's, it is digital. But if anyone has any comments about the artwork or the deck or anything, just let me know and we can talk about it, I suppose. So with that, and I promise not to wear this ever again. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a bathrobe. But with that, I will say peace and thanks for watching, commenting, and again, congratulations to the winner of the 800 plus subscriber giveaway, Sapphire Hands, who has contacted me. So now I can do something with those videos. With that, I will say peace.